What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Clawdina Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. And today's opponent is going to be Nikolaj. I think that's how you say that, or Nicola. Maybe the J is silent. I'm not sure. I have no ideas. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm sure somebody in the comment section will correct me and all that stuff, but whatever. Before we get into the teams, just want to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches 50 likes, that is the magical number we are shooting for. When we reach that, I'm going to continue those double daily Wi-Fi battle uploads for you guys, all that good stuff. Let's take a look at the teams, though. We've got... Actually, I really like my opponent's team a lot. I really do. I mean, Raichu? That's like the first thing that I noticed. Raichu, Weezing, Slowking, Galvantula, Typhlosion, Salamence. Awesome team. On my side, I've got like a nice mix of stuff. But yeah, I've got Electros, Cradily, Braviary, Crawdaunt, Heracross, and Gengar. So we're just going to get started here. I'm not going to explain too much stuff. You've seen a lot of these Pokemon before. I'll probably throw in some extra little details as we go along for those of you that are new to the channel, because we have been getting a lot of new people lately, so that is pretty cool. But anyway, the obvious lead here is going to be Galvantula, and he's going to start setting up sticky webs and all that stuff, and that is a problem, kind of. Really the only thing that's going to affect is going to be my Choice Scarf Heracross, because I've got a bunch of Pokemon that are either flying or levitating, because I've got Gengar, I got Electros, they're both levitators, so I'm not too worried about it. I also have Braviary that is not affected by that, so that is fine. The Volt Switch doesn't do that much damage, but the Shadow Ball is going to take this thing out because its Focus Sash is broken, and that was the most important thing that I really wanted to do there. So, yeah, he doesn't get to attack again, which is great. He only gets to set up a Sticky Web. Now I'm going to set up a Substitute on the Slowking to see what it wants to do here. And he ends up just going for the Psychic, so I'm thinking he's just going to keep attacking. He's not going to let me get a free sub, but what I can do here is disable his Psychic. And that is the main reason for going for that Substitute there. So I'll get a little bit of HP back with that Black Sludge, and I can go right for that Disable, like I said. And he's probably just going to go for the Psychic again. And that is exactly, in fact, what he does. I get more Black Sludge recovery, almost back up to full health, which is great. So now I can go for a Shadow Ball. He's going to have to go for probably his other attacking move, which is Scald, I'm guessing. Yeah, it is going to be Scald, so that's still going to do some decent damage. Gengar is really not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world. But if I can take out this Slowking, that would be incredible. He could just switch out here, though, for the Regenerator and all that stuff, realizing that he's pretty much beat, even with the leftovers. He's taking a lot of damage. My Gengar is most likely going to go down here because he is burned. He is just going to stay in, though. He's going to stay in to take another Shadow Ball. And that does a lot of damage. He does barely hang on, though, because of his leftovers. So that really saved him here. He's going to be able to take out Shady, so goodbye, Shady. Goodbye. You did some good work doing that much damage to a bulky Slowking, because Slowking is so bulky on the special side, it is craziness. So we're going to bring in Braviary here, and obviously he's going to withdraw. There's no reason for him to stay in, especially because he has Regenerator. He can save that, and it's not even really fodder for later. But I'm just going to go for the U-turn. I really thought he would switch, so that helps me get some switch initiative and all that stuff. It doesn't really do any damage to this Weezing whatsoever, because Weezing is very bulky on the physical side, so his core here is obviously going to be Weezing for the physical side and Slowking for the special side. Now that I'm noticing that, should have noticed that before, but whatever. He's going to go for the Sludge Bomb on Electros. He gets a crit, and that's how much damage it does. Assault Vest Electros is just absolutely amazing. He tanks special hits like nobody's business. Volt Switch does some good damage to this Weezing. And Weezing does not have Regenerator, and it also doesn't have viable recovery, really, other than Pain Split. So I'm happy with that. I do get the speed drop with my fabulous pink Heracross coming in here. He does have the Choice Scarf, though, so I'm just at neutral speed. I am going to go for the knockoff to get rid of his recovery as far as the Black Sludge goes. He is going to go for the Flamethrower. That's going to be super effective. I should be able to take that okay, because Weezing doesn't have the best special attack. I'm just going to go for another knockoff here, and it doesn't really do that much damage at all. He does get the Will-O-Wisp off, and I'm really not sure why he did that. I feel like that's just a really risky play. I know that Moxie Heracross is incredibly common, but I wouldn't do that because there's always a possibility that I'm bluffing that, or bluffing the Choice Scarf set to go for, well, not to go for, but, and I really have the gut set. So, I don't know. I feel like it was a risky play, but it paid off for him, so I guess I can't really criticize it, can I? I guess not. So, in comes Clawdina, and he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp and miss, which means I get a free Dragon Dance. I'm going to be up to neutral speed plus 1 attack, and my speed is already piss poor, so just being at -1 doesn't really help. Being at neutral doesn't really help. I'm going to go for another Dragon Dance, though. I do have the Lumberry on this thing, so he's just going to keep going for Will-O-Wisp. That is fine by me. He's going to hit this time, but yeah, doesn't matter, like I said, because of the Lumberry, so I can just kill him off. He's not really at a range where I can't kill him, even with Aqua Jet, so that's what I'm going to do. And that gives me a little bit of an advantage here. He can just bring in Raichu, though, and that's what he does, because even at +1, this Raichu is way faster than me still. He's going to go for the Fake Out, which is fine. Absolutely fine. I'm not running Focus Sash or anything like that, so, I mean, he knows that, but he's just trying to get some extra damage, I suppose. But Aqua Jet just absolutely wrecks this Raichu. Absolutely wrecks Raichu. So, yeah, Raichu's not going to stop Clawdina. Are you kidding me? Out comes Slow King now, and obviously it's going to be slower than me. Even if I was at neutral, he still would have been slower. So Knockoff is going to finish him off, because that's going to be super effective, and he's not as bulky on the physical side. Now out comes Salamence, and this thing is a huge problem, because this is a mixed Salamence. So he's going to go for the Draco Meteor. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Was not expecting that. I've never seen Draco Meteor on Salamence, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that destroys Clawdina. So Clawdina goes down, but not before doing some decent damage to this team. He's going to get the Moxie boost, and that is really, really bad. I don't have anything really that can outspeed it. He's going to go for the Dragon Claw. That does so much damage. And Braviary is really the only thing that I was confident that could take one hit from this thing. He did barely. Choice Banded Brave Bird, though. Salamence has no chance to live that. No chance. And I'm going to die to the recoil, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that could have very well been a Salamence sweep. And I've been on the other end of that a couple of times, so I know how it goes. But Draco Meteor is actually a really great move to have on it. Having Draco Meteor and the Dragon Claw both in the same set, I don't know, it's kind of redundant coverage. So usually Salamence will benefit better from a Fire Fang or Earthquake or just something else, but I can't knock it. It worked in that situation, so definitely a cool set. So now we've got Typhlosion and Cradily out here. Shiny Typhlosion, mind you. And yeah, I went for the Toxic, get some poison damage off on this thing. He's going for Eruption. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be locked into this because most Typhlosions are Scarfed. I like to run Choice Specs on mine most of the time, just because I feel like it. And a lot of times it does bluff the Scarf, and it just deals way too much damage. But anyway, I'm going to bring in Electros here. I know I can take at least one of these Eruptions because of my Assault Vest, and I do, not by much, but I do live with 16 HP. Go for the Thunderbolt. Doesn't kill him off, and neither does the Toxic damage. He lives that with like 2 HP, but he's not going to be doing anything with Eruption. Absolutely nothing. So that does not even kill me from 16 HP. In fact, it doesn't even get me below double digits. It does a whopping 3 HP worth of damage. Volt Switch is going to finish off the Typhlosion, and that is going to be the end of the battle. So Sticky Web proved to not really do too much to my team, because I'm pretty sure, well, actually no, Crawdaunt would have outsped the Salamence because I got 2 Dragon Dances up, and I could have went for like knockoff or something. But regardless, I still came out on the winning end, and everything just worked out. So Clawdina and Cradily and Electros, actually, like, basically my whole team put in a good amount of work here. Everybody saw some action, and those are the battles that I like. When everybody gets involved, we get to see all the different Pokemon, so definitely a cool battle. Now, I don't think I got this battle over Twitter, so I'm not going to put anything in the description. If you do watch this video, though, and you have a Twitter or a YouTube or something, let me know so I can put you in the description, and maybe we'll have another battle sometime, because I really enjoyed this one. But thank you guys for watching, as always. And do not forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot, and it will help us get to that 50 like goal to keep those double Wi-Fi uploads coming your way. But that is all I have to say for this time, so I will see you for the next battle. But until then, game on.